Hey guys, how's it going? It's April 26th today. I'm here in Vista, California, San Diego County, climate zone 10A. So on the way home today, I stopped by a fruit stand and I found some nice grapefruits and then some nice Fuerte avocados. It was $5 a bag, and there are 6 in a bag, so not bad. Some strawberries, don't those look real good? I already tried one, they're delicious, man. And then I just picked this one off my tree. This is a Haas. I also stopped by Green Thumb Nursery in San Marcos because I needed some more of this fish emulsion with kelp, and I've been using this on my avocados lately because they're flowering and setting fruit. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. I also finally found a grafting knife. Been looking for one of these to do some grafts, so found it at Green Thumb. Picked up a crimson sweet watermelon and then a yellow bird of paradise plant. There's the name of it right there. $8.99, not a bad price. This is a fast-growing shrub that'll get up to about 10 feet tall. It's very drought tolerant, very heat tolerant, and cold tolerant. So it's going to be a nice addition to the yard to attract more pollinators. So anyways, I want to show you guys and talk to you a little bit about the avocado trees. So here's the Mexicola avocado, guys. It's got a lot of small avocados on it, on every branch, all over the tree. And this is the first time it has set fruit. It's about almost 3 years old. Actually, it's been in the ground almost 3 years. I'm not sure exactly how old it is. But yeah, just take a look, man. They're just everywhere. Every branch has quite a few of them. So it's pretty much done setting fruit. I really don't see any flowers on it anymore. Actually, I see a couple right here. So what I did is, since it's putting out new growth, and that's what avocados do, once they flower and set fruit, then they actually, during the flowering, the new growth starts coming out. So since it's pretty much done flowering, I did some foliar feeding on it. That way I can get some nice, healthy, lush green growth, because this new growth will then shade the avocados. Otherwise they could sunburn. So it's kind of nice that avocados do that, you know, right after they set fruit, then they flush out some nice growth and protect the fruit. So the foliar feeding helps have bigger, healthier leaves. But I don't like to do it when it's actually flowering, because I'm afraid I might scare away the bees. You know, they might smell that nasty fish smell, and I mean, I don't know if that's a fact, but I just rather not risk it. That stuff is really stinky. It might not attract the bees. So this one right here, the reed, you can see the bees doing their job. So this one's still in full flowering mode. Last year all the avocados flowered like crazy, but only the lamb haws and the surprise actually set fruit. And the lamb haws actually still has the fruit on it right now. I only harvested one. Oh, and look here, there's a tiny reed avocado. And reed, if you're only gonna have one tree, it should probably be a haws, because the fruit hangs on the tree for a long time, so you can have a long avocado season. Like normally I can start picking them in like January, February, March, April, up to like May. But reed is also a good one to have all by itself, because it does a good job of setting a lot of fruit without a second tree for pollination, for cross pollination. But last year it was weird. It kind of like flowered like crazy, and it dropped all its leaves, and all it had on it was just blooms everywhere. But it did not set any fruit. But this year it's got a lot of leaves. It's holding on to all its leaves. It's flowering, and it's putting out new growth too. So I've been doing things a little bit differently this year. I think last year I got too busy. Work was busier, so I wasn't paying enough attention to these trees. I think I didn't water enough, and I didn't use the fish fertilizer, and that's what I've been doing this time. What I do is every couple days I'll come over here and just spray a little water close to the trunk, but then out here by the drip line too. And I'm not gonna sit here for 10 minutes watering the tree. All I'm doing is getting the mulch wet. And the point of this is to keep the feeder roots moist and keep the tree well hydrated, well nourished, so that it doesn't drop the baby avocados. So remember, the roots of avocados, the feeder roots, are in the top 6 inches. So we want to keep those feeder roots moist. So that's it. Now I'll go to the reed. And I've been doing this since they started to put out the flower buds. And I've been using the fish fertilizer, you know, like 2 tablespoons per gallon. So normally I put like 2 gallons on each tree with the fish fertilizer, and I do that about once a week. And so far, that's it, done. I mean, I still water for about 1 hour right now, every couple weeks with the normal irrigation system. But I'll do this in between every couple days, especially right now that the trees are setting fruit. This fuerte is also done flowering pretty much. So there's a bunch of tiny avocados on it. Another one right there. So I'm really excited because it looks like I'm finally gonna get some avocados off my trees. This one is also almost 3 years in the ground. I put it in the same day as the Mexicola, and it's like about 9 feet tall now. It was a 5-gallon size when I planted it. I got it at Lowe's. I got the Mexicola at Lowe's as well. So remember, keep the trees hydrated. Don't let them go into stress. If those top 6 inches of soil dry out, the feeder roots are gonna dry out and the tree is gonna start getting stressed. And if there's baby fruit on it, it'll probably start dropping a lot of the fruit, or maybe all the fruit. Use fish fertilizer. That'll help nourish the tree, give it extra nutrients to make sure that the tree has the strength it needs, the nutrients it needs to hold on to the fruit. And if the avocados are amazing trees, because if they feel that they can't hold all the fruit, then no matter what you do, it'll drop some of the fruit. So it'll only keep what it can hold. But if it's stressed, then it'll drop a lot more fruit. This is a type B. So it did cross-pollinate a little bit with the reed, but the thing is, the reed is flowering more a little bit after the Fuerte. But for a couple weeks they were both flowering at the same time. So they're both happy. Let's go look at the oh, check this out. Just planted a jackfruit tree. It's a seedling. It's about 3 feet tall almost. So it's a nice spot for it. It's got a little protection from the bananas. We'll see how it does. The lamb haws. Gosh, this thing's about 7 feet tall already. It's also flowering. This lamb haws, it produces less flowers, but it sets a lot of fruit. I mean, see, last year it set like about 15 or 16 avocados, really good size avocados. See, you don't have to thin out the fruit on avocado trees. Like I said, they will drop it if they can't hold it. And whatever they do hold, it will grow. Look at that. These are good size lamb haws. And I'm gonna leave them a few more weeks and they'll probably get quite a bit bigger. Here's a bigger one right here. It's a pretty good size lamb haws, and it's only 7 feet tall. I think it's got 14 of these. There's a few more there. So it's got fruit and it's flowering at the same time. So this one needs to stay hydrated. It needs nutrients. So I've been taking care of this one really well. The banana plants are taking care of it, giving it a little bit of afternoon shade. And I used bananas because bananas, once the tree's bigger and bushier, I can just chop the bananas down, you know, harvest the bananas, dig them out and plant the pup somewhere else. I didn't want to plant something here that, you know, like another fruit tree or something, because then that would have to stay. And the avocados need full sun once they're more mature. One more thing I want to show you guys. check this out. My first successful graft. It was a cherimoya tree I grew from seed, and I cut it and I grafted atimoya on the cherimoya. So this is gonna be cool. Atimoyas are expensive trees, so I'm happy this worked. Anyways, that's about it, guys. Well, let me show you what else I got. Check this out. The yellow dragon fruit. It's the thorny ones. So I'm still thinking about where I'm gonna plant this one. And then the Rio Grande cherry is doing really good. Now that I removed one of the mother plants after harvesting the bananas, now it's getting a lot more sun, so it's gonna grow a little faster now. But it's been here a couple years, so I'm hoping it's strong enough to put up with the summer heat, and next winter we'll see how it does. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Any questions, any comments, let me know, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care.